Okay, let's dive right in. We're breaking down the 210% profit blueprint. Now, this isn't just some theory, it's a real-world plan from a real business, Got Mortgages, that shows exactly how modern tech is delivering huge results right now.
I mean, just look at that number. What if you could boost your net profit by 210% in just a little over a year? It sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, for Abdel Khawatmi's company, Got Mortgages, this wasn't some dream scenario. It was their reality. And they did it by weaving AI into the very fabric of their business.
But, to really get how Got Mortgages pulled off that kind of growth, we first have to talk about the problem. They were stuck dealing with the same issues so many businesses face. Let's start with getting off that sales roller coaster.
So Khawatmi kicks things off with a question that, let's be honest, probably hits a little too close to home for a lot of entrepreneurs. Are you the one holding your own business back? It's a tough pill to swallow, but facing that question is really the first step to fixing things.
And these are the classic symptoms, right? The crazy highs and lows of sales, that I have to do it all myself trap, being the absolute best at what you do but feeling like a total secret. This is all just noise. It's the sound of being busy, and it's completely drowning out the signal, the stuff that actually moves the needle.
So, to break free from that cycle, Got Mortgages put a strategic framework in place. They call it Builders, and for them, it's a non-negotiable blueprint for growth. This isn't just some clever acronym. It's the actual architectural plan they use to build their success. And here it is. The Builders framework gives them this really memorable structure for their whole strategy. It takes you right from the beginning, creating the blueprint, all the way to the end goal, scaling the business so it can thrive without you being at the center of everything. Every single letter here is a critical pillar that turns vague goals into a concrete, actionable plan.
Now, frameworks are great, but let's be real. The magic happens when you actually put them to work. And this is where Got Mortgages really shines, because they prove these aren't just ideas on a slide. They are daily actions, fueled by AI and backed up by hard data.
Khawatmi gets really frustrated with speakers who talk a big game about theory but never show any proof that they're actually doing it themselves. He thinks talk is cheap. So let's look at the actual numbers from his business and see how these systems really work in the real world.
And boom, here's the proof in black and white. By plugging AI into his calendar to automatically track his key performance indicators, he can see a 65% jump in productive business events. But here's the really amazing part. Look at his personal events, a 40% increase. That is the very definition of working smarter, not just harder.
The whole philosophy behind this is actually pretty simple. Your calendar runs your life. By automating all the little things, scheduling, reminders, even data entry, the team at Got Mortgages freed up their time to focus on the high-value activities that actually grow the business.
And this smart approach doesn't stop with internal tasks. It extends to how they get found online. Got Mortgages basically threw out the old playbook of traditional SEO. Instead, they focus on what Khawatmi calls GO, or Generative Engine Optimization. It's a completely different way to think about online visibility.
So why does this matter so much? Because people don't just search with keywords anymore. They ask AI assistants full questions. That means your content has to provide direct answers, formatted like a Q&A, across all your platforms. When you do that, you position yourself as the go-to expert.
Okay, so to fuel this whole geo strategy, you need content. And that probably sounds exhausting, right? Like it would take up all your time. Well, it doesn't have to. Got Mortgages built this incredibly efficient system for creating content that seriously anyone can use. Check this out. It's a simple three-step process. In just 30 minutes, you use AI to come up with great ideas, batch record a bunch of short videos, and then schedule them to go out. It turns this huge, scary task into a simple, repeatable, and really powerful habit.
So all of this brings us to the most important question. How can you take these lessons from Got Mortgages and actually use them? We're not talking about some 5-year plan here. We're talking about what you can do in the next 24 hours.
And Khawatmi leaves us with a challenge. It starts with taking a good, hard look at how you manage your single most valuable resource, your time. Is your calendar jammed with low-value tasks that someone else could do, or is it filled with the high-impact stuff that only you can do?
So here's your takeaway, a clear, immediate action plan. First, AI yourself. Go see what the world sees. Second, define your why so you have a clear target. And maybe most importantly, automate just one thing. Start small, build that momentum, and you'll start cutting through all that noise.
Ultimately, this whole story about Got Mortgages proves one thing.
AI isn't some futuristic idea anymore. It's a practical, powerful tool that's here right now. Execution is what separates the dream from the reality. The blueprint is clear. The only question left is, what will you build?